Друзья, всем привет! Канал «Английский простым языком» на связи. Меня зовут Никита. Сегодня мы с вами выходим на улицы Москвы. Сейчас вечер, мы сейчас с вами будем спрашивать людей на английском языке. На данный момент я нахожусь на улице Старый Арбат. Сейчас здесь максимально людно. Вокруг меня играют очень такие хорошие, интересные музыканты. Здесь сейчас музыка, люди в хорошем настроении. Я даже перед тем, как ставил все это оборудование, ко мне уже подошли и спросили, не с телевидения ли я или еще с чего-нибудь. И, кстати, это видео я записываю буквально через пару дней, когда я вернулся из Сочи. Я немножко загорелый. Сразу сегодня вам скажу, что это видео будет длинным. Я постараюсь его сделать длиннее, чем обычно, для того, чтобы охватить побольше количество людей, потому что очень часто пишут в комментариях, что слишком люди хорошо говорят, слишком плохо говорят. Сегодня выборка будет очень и очень большая. Берем с вами камеру и поехали. Hi, excuse me, do you speak English? Can I have just a couple of minutes of your time? Some interesting questions about how to learn this language. How often do you practice English and, what's your level?
I've been learning English since my childhood, and I don't know exactly what is my level, but I speak English well.
How often do you practice English in your daily life?
Sometimes with work, sometimes with just talking with people, like you, for example.
Okay, so what's your English level, by the way?
I didn't check it.
Yes, medium level.
Medium level?
Yes.
Where are you from, by the way?
Saudi Arabic.
I had a tutor. Also, when I was about 15 years old, I've started watching films on English.
No, ладно, раз no. В очередь давайте залетим. Hello, excuse me, sorry for interrupting. Does anybody speak English? I'm making a video for my YouTube channel. Не говорите по-английски? Нет. Ну вам тогда хорошего вечера. Идете в забык?
Only French.
На французском?
На чистом.
На чистом? Или вы не говорите на французском?
The which one? The Russian or the English?
In English, of course.
Well, I learned it in school, so I had a very strong teacher, which we hated, but as a result, it was the strongest teacher ever.
Well, actually, I don't really often practice, but as far as I know, my level is like a bit above B2. Yeah.
Not every time I watch the movies or videos in English. Sometimes it's with subtitles.
Yeah, I read some texts and watch reels in Instagram.
Do you have a teacher?
No,
Okay, you don't have a teacher. You're an English teacher?
yeah,
Okay, how many students do you have?
about 7.
About 7. Are you working in online school or you're a self-employed English teacher?
I'm working at online school. Also, I'm working at the nursery, and I have some students that come to my place, or I can come to their place.
Can I have just a couple of minutes of your time? I can advertise this restaurant, by the way, on my channel. What's your English level, by the way?
I don't know, maybe pre-intermediate.
How often do you practice, by the way? Are there many tourists here?
Yeah, a lot of.
Ой, ну ладно тогда. На Арбате есть такая точка, в которой собираются люди и читают вот там стихи. Can I have just a couple of minutes of your time? I'm making a video for my YouTube channel. I'm an English teacher. So what's your English level and how often do you practice your English in your daily life?
I think, I suppose my English level about intermediate, upper intermediate. I worked in international companies, so I practiced my English there, and sometimes I visited in some countries, and communicate with local people in English.
Pretty good, yes. Twice per week.
I think B2 maybe.
I don't understand what they are speaking about.
I don't know the level.
Maybe B1. I use Instagram and watch reels.
Do you have a teacher?
No.
Every time?
Where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Вы на каком? Говорите вообще языке? На русском, на английском? Do you speak better in Russian or in English?
English.
In English. Do you live here and do you study here or
Study here.
study here?
We're leaving a couple of days later.
Hello guys, excuse me, does anybody speak English?
No, sorry.
Кто-нибудь говорит по-английски? Ну, вам хорошего вечера. Вообще не говорите? Are you a tourist here?
Yes,
Do you like this place? Do you enjoy Moscow?
yes, of course. Moscow, it's the better.
I mean, so is your first time here?
Yes, that's first time in
Okay,
Moscow.
so like, do you have some plans to visit maybe other places?
Yes, in Kremlin.
Kremlin, Red Square.
Yes.
I learned English with my childhood, and I don't know how I learned this language, I think.
Do you watch some movies? Do you read some books? Maybe you have some speaking practice?
Yeah, well, speaking practice, all my gadgets like phone and PCs are in English.
Every month or every 3 months there will be some Hollywood films that I'm interested in. So I will just go to and watch the movie. While I was in the elementary school, because I have nothing to do at home, so I just
use television to watch all the famous Hollywood films over and over again. It actually helped me to practice my English.
I think last time, as you know, special
Military
war
operation?
Yes, military operation. I have no practice. I think about 2-3 years ago, I communicate with native speakers, with people who speak English.
My English level?
Yeah, sure, not mine.
Not good.
In every day, maybe you open. Yeah, we
once
have an
a month.
interpreter.
Once a month.
I don't know. Ni hao. Тут китайцев много. Do you have a question?
Yes, can recommend some traditional
The restaurant here.
Are you looking for a restaurant?
yes.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Can recommend?
Karu. Once again, let's check this.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea actually, even though I'm a local. But okay, so can you type the name of the restaurant here, or you can show me and I can find this in English. Yandex Maps. Yeah, of course. You should go there. Probably 300 meters. You just go straight, okay? 300 meters.
Intermediate. It was long time ago when I studied in my university. At this time I do not use English in my work, so I don't practice.
Just very basic.
How often do you practice this language?
Very rare.
Riga.
What?
Riga.
Riga?
I am from Riga.
You're from Riga?
Yeah.
From Latvia?
Yeah.
So I think that my English level is about B2 maybe, and nowadays I don't practice, but in school I learned it.
You don't practice, but you're speaking quite well.
Thank you.
Я уже не помню, кому я подходил, кому нет. Какой-нибудь еще язык другой знаете? Французский, итальянский, пакистанский?
Нет.
Еще какой-нибудь китайский?
Нет, русский знаем.
Русский? Я не знаю, мне говорят, что я плохо говорю по-русски.
I've been learning English for about 12 years actively and 6 years since, I think.
Если помимо английского слуха, который мы здесь с вами активно качаем на этом канале, вы бы хотели вместе со мной прокачивать вашу английскую речь, то в описании к этому видео вся необходимая информация. Разговорный клуб, который мы с вами проводим 2 раза в неделю, по 90 минут. Мы с вами встречаемся на платформе Zoom. И, как я и сказал, в течение этого времени мы с вами обсуждаем много интересных тем и вопросов. В группах от 4 до 8 человек прокачиваем с вами вместе нашу английскую речь. Вся эта информация есть в описании к этому видео. Переходите, записывайтесь. И я вас уверяю, вам очень-очень понравится. What's the best way to learn new words, learn new vocabulary, in your opinion?
Learn in school, I suppose.
The best way is, I don't know, maybe reading different interesting texts or watching some interesting movies, but not difficult. And speaking to foreigners.
Reading books, maybe if you start learning English, you should try to read some simple stories. No, I don't remember. No, you understood me.
Вот.
I think it is finding new idioms and phraseological units as well, and speaking with the native speakers, of course, and watching series in English or other foreign language.
Well, of course, it's living in the country when you speak English and when they speak English. When you don't have this opportunity, well, you can see very interesting TV shows, movies, well, I don't know, reading.
What's the best way to learn new vocabulary?
Just practice English, like language in general. Speak to people, watch movies, just take a book, look through the words.
I don't know. I watch TV shows in English. Improve your English with speaking with some native speakers and with TV shows, books, anything.
Some English lessons with maybe on online platform.
The best thing for me is to remember them in conversation and films. But for people who want to study fast without this sort of long-term work, so the better way for you to study English is to use as much as the feeling you can have, including seeing, listening, and speaking, and even touching and imagination. So if you remember the vocabulary, you have an image, you have a taste and a sound that match to it, it will help you to remember better, because the memory works in that way. The more sense you give, the stronger it will remember in your brain. So that is advice I can give.
I think watching movies or playing computer games maybe.
Playing computer games. What about reading books?
I think reading books on English, when you start learning, it's kind of hard.
Movies, it's Reading English books.
Какой лучший способ выучить английский? А вы английский учите?
Уже выучила.
А уже? Ну тогда ладно, все, пошел тогда, все.
I think the best way is to watch English films or serials.
One more time, repeat please your question.
What is the best way to learn new words?
I think reading new books in English language and practice your English with your teacher.
Best just expose you to the language. Learn just to like watch YouTube videos, watch bloggers and read newspapers.
Должен быть рядом тот, кто тебя научит. Ну, либо так. Да. Ну и владеет и русским, и английским.
А самому нельзя, вот в квартире сижу и учу?
Можно, но мне кажется, это более долго.
Мне кажется,
ну и время
долго.
You should use translator or something like that. But when you playing computer games, you maybe fluently understand some words and then you remember them, so they come into your mind and you can use them as you want.
Because like you enjoy the process also of playing computer game.
Yes, enjoying the process is very important.
I suppose the best way, as you say before, is watching movie, is everyday practice, and it's the best way to learn English.
Reading texts and maybe listening to videos, films and others. And also my girlfriend also speaks English, so you might
speak English?
No.
I think that it's a lot of practice with people that live in English countries, maybe from Ireland, United States of America, maybe United Kingdom.
I also want to say in addition that what the best way is the use in your life, because if you have no some point to use it in your usual life, you will not have a motivation and you will not teach it.
Watch new films, read new books.
Maybe you must write and repeat it every day.
Or I think that is traveling in foreign countries, because in Russia we are happy to see tourists from many countries that speak in different languages. At the moment, those people in those table, they're tourists. They speak only in English.
Okay,
it's
great.
very interesting to hear in the accent. Some words I can understand, but not many.
А какой самый лучший способ выучить?
Практика.
Практика. А как практиковаться?
Ну, общаться как можно больше на английском.
А как лучше слова учить?
Слушайте, я их заучиваю.
Как бы разговаривать с носителем языка, также просмотр фильмов в оригинале, игры разные играть тоже на английском языке.
New words like in English.
Yeah, of course. What's the best way to learn them?
Through conversations, especially if you want to learn how it spells, the word spell.
Yeah, the spelling.
Then, the spelling, then writing words is a good idea.
Maybe Russian, maybe other people can help you to achieve that.
How many years will I have to spend on reaching maybe at least B1, maybe B1 plus?
I don't know. It depends on your level now.
No, for example, if I'm a complete beginner, if I were to start learning this language, how many years would it take me to reach at least B1, like intermediate level?
It depends on your age, but I think maybe 2 or 3 years.
I don't know really, because it's everyday practice will increase your level. Every day it's the best way to increase your level to the higher grade.
7 years, once or twice a week is enough.
So I don't know, maybe 2-3 years. It's a hard work. So if you work hard, it will be faster.
If I were to start maybe to learn this language, how many years would it take me on average to reach at least B1, maybe B1 plus?
I don't know, I can't tell you because I learned English when I was a very little kid, in kindergarten, alongside French. And so I can't tell you, I just don't know. Yeah. It depends on how much you learn, how much time you spend on the language.
Have you ever been to an English-speaking country before, and have you ever spoken to a native speaker?
No, I haven't been to English-speaking country, but I would like to go to maybe Great Britain or the USA and to speak to foreigners.
No, I was in Germany and Czech Republic.
Yes, of course.
I think a couple of times.
London. I went to London.
London. You've been to London?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to an English-speaking country before, and have you ever had a chance to speak to a native?
I've had a lot of chances to speak to native speakers, but I haven't been to England or USA. But I lived in Europe. I lived in Spain, in Hungary, in Switzerland, and I learned French, Spanish, English there, thanks to to my practice.
I have spoken with Dutch, with Germans, with Italians, Spanish, French, and English.
Yes, I was in London maybe 12, maybe 13 years ago.
You were in London.
Yeah.
Was it difficult to have a communication with people?
No, because no, it was not a problem.
Yes, I have some people, my famous colleagues, and sometimes they ask me about current situation in Russia, in Moscow, and we can not celebrate.
We can discuss.
Yes, we discuss, and this is a chance to communicate. But current situation.
Okay.
As I spoke, no many chances to speak with such people as you.
No, I haven't been in native country speakers. My friends are going.
Вы хорошо говорите.
Yeah, sure.
What was the country?
The USA, Los Angeles.
Have you ever been to an English-speaking country before? Ладно. Вы были когда-нибудь за границей?
Да.
Были когда-нибудь за границей, разговаривали с носителями?
С носителями нет, за границей была.
My dream to visit real country, not Caribbean, maybe more Europe, maybe Brazil, also USA, because I were in United Arab Emirates. The English very strange because there are lots of Pakistans, and they say like, "How about your friend? How are your friends?" Oh, I can't understand a lot of they say.
In your opinion, what's the most challenging part of studying this language?
Oh, actually, I don't know. Maybe speaking to another people.
I think speaking.
I can't choose the most challenging part of learning English. I think that all parts are difficult as well in the same time. Grammar, vocabulary speaking.
Speaking with native speakers, because of a lot of people think that if you speak their language, that means that you cannot commit mistakes. You have to speak properly or not speak at all.
The most difficult part is understand British people.
Understand British people.
Yeah, because their accent is something like I don't completely understand sometimes. For me, for example, American English and Dutch English and German English, it's better to loud. Oh, I mean, it's better
maybe to comprehend, to understand, right?
Yeah, to understand. Yeah.
Grammar and pronunciation.
What about speaking, for example?
Speaking is difficult, but it depends on your character and your abilities. And if you are shy, it will be difficult for you. But you don't have to hesitate, and you have to practice, and your English will be better.
I think speaking is the most hard part of the learning language. Because as for me, I can really easily understand some texts or vocabulary or some maybe option. I can really good understand sounds in English, but speaking on it is kind of hard for me.
Motivation. I can't say only English because I know two languages, foreign languages. Yeah, and the biggest problem that I encountered is that I can't use the language as much as I want to because I can't practice enough.
It's hard to say for me. Maybe it's regular speaking if you communicate with native speakers. Native speakers, I mean from UK or from the United States, because they are native speaker. And if you communicate with somebody from Europe, not from the UK or from the United States, it's easier.
For English, because Chinese and English were different systems. English was kind of a Latin style language, and it is written by alphabets. So it didn't exist in Chinese. So the hard part for me is to...
But if a person has some different motivation, like he wants to learn a language to a fluent level, so I think a year is enough for him.
I think it's motivation. Yes, because, for example, in the current situation, I don't understand where I can speak, I can communicate with English speakers no motivation
to adapt these different things. But the good thing is English grammar was pretty similar to China, to Chinese language. So it is actually more not that hard to understand the grammar of it compared with Russia.
It's to practice, like to speak with native speakers, because sometimes you think you're not well enough to speak with native. You're quite shy, but actually in reality, I mean, if you can speak, you can be understood.
For me, it's actually speaking. Yes, because when you don't have enough practice, not so good in English.
Maybe some people concentrate on grammar and don't concentrate on learning new words, because without grammar you can really speak. I mean, not grammatically correct, but you can speak. But if you know grammar and you don't know words, then you can't speak.
So I have a student, because I'm an English teacher, and she says that in the Chinese language, it's extremely important how you pronounce words.
Yes, there was, they have a different pronunciation to make the sentence different. In every language, actually, you can speak with a different tone to make it to be a question language or just speaking language, normal speaking language.
Грамматика.
Грамматика. А с носителями говорить?
С носителями говорить, да, тоже, но не совсем доводилось.
What's the difference between much and many?
I think that many we use with countable nouns and much with uncountable nouns.
Much and many, it's no, but of course I can confuse sometimes with that.
I don't have much or many time.
I don't have many time.
Many is for things when you can count them. 1, 2, 3. Much is when maybe if you're speaking about water or something uncountable.
Many употребляется с исчисляемым, much с неисчисляемым.
Можете мне дать пример третьего условного предложения?
Третьего условного?
Да.
Нет.
А инверсии знаете?
Нет.
А cleft sentences?
No.
А еще что-нибудь знаете?
No.
Логарифмы?
Нет.
Косинусы, синусы?
Я знаю. Она знает.
Вы знаете? Какая разница между much and many? А почему я иду, а не стою? Ну ладно.
Одно числительное, другое нечислительное.
Much and many. Well, many you can count, much you cannot.
Much and many, I think many is for countable and much is for uncountable.
Absolutely right.
Many usually for countable, much for uncountable.
It's a hard question at this moment because I drink little alcohol.
Much is about non-countable, many about countable.
Much and many. Something from the school. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, what is the difference?
Much is a lot, many is also
We can say many about things, so many people, many birds in the sky.
Absolutely right. We can count this.
Yes.
Count 1, 2, 3, yeah.
But much, it's more for now a lot of alcohol in my blood, so I can't say.
Much and many. Many is for countables and much for uncountables.
I'm boring, I'm bored. Is there any difference?
Oh, I'm definitely not ready for that question.
Boring, it's like adjective, and bored like adverb.
I'm bored.
I'm boring, I'm bored. For example, this person is interesting or interested. Is there any difference?
Here's the difference.
So, what's the difference?
ing, it's gerund. It's about continuous something when it's if it takes some time. Ed is a past simple when it happened some time ago.
He's boring. That means that I'm not interested in what he says, and I'm bored because, well, he doesn't say anything interesting for me.
He is boring and he is bored. Is there any difference?
Yeah, boring is characteristic, and bored is like he is bored, like literally right now.
Yeah, okay.
Gerund, it's if it's like a quality with ing, and the second is more about passive voice or something like this.
Boring is a condition, and bored is passive.
Boring is about they're not so active, I can say, and bored is they are not interested in.
If it is not interesting to talk to them, then they're boring, and if they are like dull, then they're bored.
Yeah, like the same works with interesting, interested.
Do you know what is gerund?
Gerund, of course. Yeah, sure. Do you know what the gerund is?
No, I don't remember. Just remember this word.
Can you give an example sentence in present perfect?
Sentence in present perfect.
Yeah, English tense, present perfect.
I had coffee right now. I had coffee.
In present perfect. I've had. In present perfect. I have had coffee about 2 minutes ago. Present perfect. It's maybe past perfect.
I visited at school from 6 years, I think.
I have been to that place last year.
No,
this year.
Yeah, last year it's like I was.
I was there, yeah.
Because last year, there's an indication of specific time.
Yeah.
I've done something.
Okay. Usually we use some words like indicators. Recently, just, already. А время present perfect. Можете дать пример предложения?
Могу на русском дать пример, не на английском.
А в русском есть время present perfect? По-моему, нету.
Ну почему? Ну могу русскими словами объяснить.
Давайте,
Когда это
самому интересно, я не знаю такого. Попробуем.
Подожди, так, present perfect — это действие, которое совершалось в прошлом, но связано с настоящим.
Ой,
Допустим,
сложно.
сегодня утром я была на работе. То есть сегодня утром — это сегодня. Утром это было.
О, вы запутали меня. Я даже не знаю, такое время вообще существует. Я понял. Вы кушать куда-то идете? Ну, допустим, как бы вы сказали, я недавно это сделала.
Ой, я недавно это сделала.
Ну, класс, вот мы и сказали, все это и надо. В русском, вот, зачем на английском. Но я тогда пошел в обратную сторону. А вам так хорошего вечера. How many tenses are there in English?
A lot.
Like 3, 6, 9, maybe 12?
I don't have idea.
12.
In general, 3 the main: future, simple, and past.
16.
A lot. I can't really count. Well, there are few past tenses, present tenses, and future tenses. I can remember.
Like I know like past tense, present tense, perfect continuous. I'm not well. I cannot tell you how many, but I can then distinguish between them. But I don't know exactly the number.
As I remember, there is past, present, and future. In books, they 12, but they use. As I remember, in real life, in the real language, only 2 or 3.
I think more than 12. So you have present, past, continuous, also perfect, and
Like present simple, past simple, like this.
A number. 3, 12, 16, 20, 4.
Do we count like present perfect continuous?
Of course, yeah. So there are main English tenses.
Well, there are many, like 9 only, like simple tenses, like without like present simple, future simple, past simple, then same 3 for continuous, same 3 for perfect, then present perfect continuous.
Let's do the math. In total, we have 12 English tenses.
12, okay, 12.
Can you explain the difference between make and do?
Make, it's more about if you produce something, it's make. If you do some activities, it's about activities, it's do.
Make is not perfect, not done moment. And what the second you say?
Do and make.
Make is in process.
Make for creativity, I think, and do for regular actions.
do is about action and make about something.
Do and make? Is there a difference?
Do is like action, and make like make bed, make breakfast.
Ой, слушайте, make — это, наверное, я что-то делаю, там, я делаю что-то, а do — это в смысле делать, как идти.
Thank you very much for participating in the short interview. Have a great evening. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for participating. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you very much.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Ну что, друзья, на сегодня это будет все. Это видео я постарался сделать достаточно длинным для того, чтобы вы посмотрели как можно больше людей, говорящих на английском языке. На данный момент уже становится все темнее и темнее. Видите, людей уже все больше и больше. Все наслаждаются прекрасным пятничным вечером. Я, собственно, тоже, может быть, сейчас куда-нибудь пойду, что-нибудь пожую. Конечно же, не забывайте подписываться на данный канал и ставить ваши лайки. Также вам напоминаю про разговорный клуб. В описании к этому видео и вся необходимая информация. Мы с вами собираемся группами от 4 до 8 человек. В течение 90 минут обсуждаем много интересных тем, вопросов за 1-2 дня, которые я вам, конечно же, высылаю. И тем самым мы с вами тренируем нашу английскую речь. Я, кстати, вам честно скажу, что сейчас вот в том ресторанчике сидят носители языка, но я решил, я к ним подошел, уточнил за камерой, потому что, опять же, люди кушают, но, видимо, в другой раз. Это нормально, люди, как говорится, кто обедает, ужинает и так далее, ну, представьте, к вам будут подходить. Поэтому я надеюсь, что в следующий раз мы с вами обязательно встретим носителей языка, но, к сожалению, не в этом видео. Все, друзья, на сегодня это будет все. Подписывайтесь на телеграм-канал и, конечно же, ставьте ваши лайки к YouTube-каналу, подписывайтесь и увидимся с вами в нашем следующем видео. Пока!